New York Times was just forced to admit Trump Russia is fake news. After 10 months of intense investigation into the phony Trump Russia probe with zero evidence to support the lies that President Trump colluded with Russia to steal the election from Hillary, the lying liberal media is forced to abandon ship. Now, anti-Trump zealots like the New York Times are having to admit there's no evidence and the stories they've published for months on end are fakes. From the Blaze, New York Times columnist David Brooks admitted in his column Tuesday that despite the dominant news media narrative that President Donald Trump's presidential campaign had improper contacts with Russia during last year's election, there is little evidence to suggest any criminal wrongdoing. Ever since Trump defeated Hillary Clinton in last year's presidential election, the dominant narrative from the left and mainstream media had been that Trump rose to the White House by some nefarious means. Trump's opponents for months have said that his campaign colluded with Russian operatives last year to undermine Clinton's campaign and ultimately American democracy. They pointed to meetings that now Attorney General Jeff Sessions had with Russian ambassador to the U.S., Sergei Kislyak. But despite near constant coverage of the alleged collusion by the media, in addition to an active FBI investigation, there has been little evidence to prove the allegations are true, something Brooks admitted Tuesday. There may be a giant revelation still to come, but as the Trump-Russia story has evolved, it is striking how little evidence there is that any underlying crime occurred, that there was any actual collusion between the Donald Trump campaign and the Russians, Brooke wrote. There were some meetings between Trump officials and some Russians, but so far no more than you'd expect from a campaign that was publicly and proudly pro-Putin. And so far nothing we know of these meetings proves or even indicates collusion, Brooks explained. In fact, Brooks wrote that in comparison to recent presidential scandals like the Whitewater scandal from the 1990s, involving former President Bill Clinton and then First Lady Hillary Clinton, the alleged Trump-Russia scandal pales in comparison in terms of evidence. Finally, the New York Times has to admit that it was fake news. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.